Well, good afternoon again. We are focused in on this late season winter storm, even as we're dealing with flooding conditions going on and ongoing river level rises. So here's a look at what I'm focused on here for today. First of all, of course, the heavy wet snow. It's already started up for some of us, and we're looking at the greatest threat for that 6+ inch range north and east, especially in the north here today. And for some of us, it may even be higher than that. That's why we've got that plus sign. But warmer temperatures could reduce amounts. We're seeing on the roadways at least a lot of melting happening, but it is accumulating on grassy surfaces, and there are some roads struggling with that snow. That icy, slushy, snowy road condition will continue, and it'll get worse tonight as our temperatures drop. And then there's the added threat of those water-filled ditches that we've been telling you about. If you slide off, you don't want to end up in one of those. And then for Friday, the wind becomes more concerning. We'll see gusts into that 40-mile-per-hour range. The good thing is the snow's not as easily lofted here because it is so heavy, wet, and sticky, but it will be reducing visibility where the snow is falling. So those are kind of the main headlines with this event. And here's a live view right now in the Devil's Lake area. This is one area where I'm seeing accumulation on the asphalt here, right in the parking lot of Home of Economy in Devil's Lake. You see the flakes coming down. The cars easily making tire tracks where they're driving and parking here, but still we're seeing some of that accumulation, and again that's going to become greater and more likely when the temperatures drop later today. So looking at your radar and satellite map, you can see this area in eastern North Dakota, almost all snow. Those of us along I-29, Fargo, point south, maybe still seeing a little bit of rain or drizzle. Over to the east, we're watching all of this moisture starting to lift in, so this is going to turn into some heavier snow as well for our viewers in Minnesota. It's been a little bit quieter for you this morning so far. And then there are these pockets where it's a little bit heavier, the deeper blues. So western parts of Grand Forks County, around that Northwood area, back over into Nelson County, Michigan, back to Petersburg, seeing some heavier snow. And then farther south, there's another band where we're looking at Carrington, kind of broken up over Jamestown, and then back through Lemoore and Oaks and back down into places like western parts of Sargent County. So some areas where we have these pockets of heavier snowfall rates that are likely overcoming that warmer ground and warmer temperatures and accumulating in those spots. This is an overall view of the system. Lots of liquid down in the southern end of Minnesota. You can see that changeover in the last couple of frames of this loop to snow, and again that will continue as it moves northward. Here's a look at our temperatures. Some of us are below freezing. We're at 30 degrees in Langdon and Oaks. Fargo is at 36. It's 33 in Grand Forks. Over to the east, some low to mid 30s. So we'll be monitoring those temperatures closely. And the wind, not too much of a problem today. It is stronger along the border area and will be here heading into the afternoon. Later tonight and into Friday is when that wind picks up for everybody else. So here's your hour-by-hour planner, filling in that snow until we see a sea of blue here into the 3 o'clock hour this afternoon and beyond. And then there's even some white in here. And this is our color contour that indicates a pretty heavy snowfall rate going on. And so you can see basically from Fargo points east, that's where the best bet will be in the afternoon hours heading into drive time this evening. Visibility will be really reduced in those areas of heavy snow. And then again, this continues to push northward as it rotates around that low that will be swinging through. So by later tonight, everybody starts dropping down to the freezing range. This is 11 p.m. Everybody's at freezing or below in most instances. Tomorrow morning, you see the change over to a northwesterly or northerly wind. It increases. We see the snow start to break up, but it will still be at times significant. And you may get a break and then another rush of snow moves through with the wind with that. We're talking about potential snow squalls here. And that wind continues and the snow continues even into the evening hours for your Friday night. So let's talk numbers. We are going to see the best bet for that 6+ inch range, again, north and east. Hugely factoring into this are temperatures, both ground temperatures and the air temperature, which may cause some melting and really reduce snowfall amounts. But the liquid will be the same. So this is what we're expecting for liquid moisture, 1/2 inch or more in green. Some places maybe getting more than 1 inch of liquid moisture with this system. So it's going to be a tough one. It's adding to the mix for the flood fight too. The sadly good thing is that it snows, so it'll take longer to work through the basin, even if we don't want to see it. And then we do warm up next week. Spring returns, so just hang on to that while you're dealing with this.
Even if it's going to take longer, that means more, like you said, of a flood fight.
Yeah.
More problems.
Yeah, we don't want any more moisture in the system, so it's something we're going to watch closely, especially for those areas with already high waters.
All right. Thank you so much, Lisa.